Hi Cancer and everyone else who is watching, and thank you very much for watching in this video. 3-card tarot for the sign of Cancer, and anyone else who is drawn to watch it anytime. Okay, so what is the first card we have in this week's reading? And it's the King of Pentacles. Right, he reminds us actually that in some ways, things are finite. There's great abundance here, and he is able to enjoy it. So I want to say that to you, Cancer. Don't be afraid to enjoy any kind of wealth, any abundance that's come your way, because it is a cycle and there will eventually be more along. But things need to be used for the best, really, for the highest good. That's the first thing that really strikes me about this card. Also, I'm really drawn to this bull image here on the King's chair. So some Taurian energy there, I feel. Being a Pentacles card, it's kind of all the signs, all the elements working together in the name of spirit. But something very earthy about that indeed. Not a bad thing at all any time. To get out into nature, or to get as close as to nature as you can, which for many people isn't as close as they'd like to be. I know that. Okay, so there he is, the King of Pentacles. Sorry, searching around here in my new little spot in the corner, which I quite like being in. And we're going to have a look in Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. And tell us some more, please, about the King of Pentacles in this reading for the sign of Cancer, which I am doing sort of mid-September 2019. It's early September 2019 right now, but by the time it gets out there... Anyway, I've grown tired of trying to put timings on these videos for when they're going to come out, because it depends totally on the internet, which my connection to the internet gets more shaky every day. Okay, so here we go. This reading holds good until the next one. Tell us more about the King of Pentacles, please, in this reading for the sign of Cancer. And we've got Master Jesus, right? Forgiveness. That's what that's all about. Let's just focus on the image there for a moment, because... whether you believe in Jesus or not, in the Christian sense or in any sense, Jesus in our culture symbolises the highest truth, the highest love. In fact, even in the Islamic faith, Jesus is regarded as a great prophet. Those of us in spiritualism who don't really believe in Christianity still see Jesus as a great ascended master because of the forgiveness that is channeled through the name of Jesus, and that's constantly happening. And it says here, you are on the path of light, love and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. I'm always trying to define father healing and mother healing, and quite honestly, I'm just going to give that one to you to define and to see what this card actually means to you. But in terms of the King of Pentacles, it's all, well, the King of Pentacles is showing us that there's a cycle, and if we use what we've got now, more will come. And this is what it's all about in terms of being on the path of light, love and forgiveness, because that is also a cycle, and that will keep replenishing, and when we're kind of doing well and feeling happy spiritually and everything, it's great. And then life can change and make it not so, but that never means it's all over. Okay, Cancer, hang on to that thought, because when we get that card, things are going to get better in some way. They're bound to. They really are. Okay, well, let's have a shuffle and say, let's have the next card, please, in this reading for the sign of Cancer. I'm using this week the Radiant Rider-Waite, which there's another brightly coloured Rider-Waite deck out now, but this is the one I got when I started doing online readings quite a long time ago now. I've been reading the tarot since '85, but maybe the last 10 years or so I've been reading online, and I've used this deck a lot. So the next card for Cancer, 3 of Wands. Right, so maybe there's concerns here that things should be coming to you, and maybe they will, maybe they won't come to you. Well, what this card says is you've done all the work that needs doing to make them come to you. Excuse me, because this character has 3 wands planted firmly in the ground, all of them. He's leaning rather heavily on one of them, and he can well do that because the wands represent the progress, the wands represent the work that's gone in, and he has made preparations so that the 3 ships that are sailing in, they're actually his ships, and they actually ought to have some good cargo on, but he doesn't know yet because the mobile phone hasn't been invented. It has in our world, but still, things do get perplexing. Look at all the gold in this card. It's a kind of musty, dirty looking kind of gold colour, as if it's being kind of dulled down a bit. But the sea itself is very golden, yeah? So things are looking more golden than they look to you right this minute in terms of the bigger picture. Okay, so let's have some more significance, please, about the Three of Wands in this reading for the sign of Cancer. Tell us more, please, about the Three of Wands. And what have we got? Radha, Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. That is what Radha says. Now there is a lady, just look at the expression on her face. This is a very expressive face. They sort of always are in this deck because it's been very well painted by Eugene Smith. But look at the expression there. That is a lady who kind of knows, you know, about the good and the bad in the world. There's a fair bit of wisdom there. I get the feeling she's experienced both good and bad from several different angles. And yet she is still on top. And this is because of the Soul Flame situation. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. And that is really adding to the theme of kind of things have gone bad in the past doesn't mean they're going to go bad in the future, because it's the soul flame that keeps on burning. It keeps on linking you to the people in the spirit realms, to the forces of the universe that care and nurture and look after you. It's still there. It's still very active, whatever happens. So it says experience relationship harmony and healing. Well, I wish you could just tell people to experience those things and it would work. But actually, it will work if you can do it. So take your meditations in that direction, friends. Okay, because great things really are coming in. It's all about the Three of Wands there, and that sea is golden. And he has done enough work. He's just concerned about it. And, you know, stuff happens, doesn't it? Things go wrong from time to time. No guarantees in this life. That's the true thing. But it's like it says in the Bible, cast your bread upon the waters, you know. If you actually put the effort in and put the effort out there so that the love is out there coming, not just from you, but through you, you're always going to be in a good place, whatever else is going on. So, let us have the outcome card in this reading for the sign of Cancer, please, which I am doing roughly mid-September 2019, and it holds good until the next one. Okay, so let's have the third card in this reading for the sign of Cancer. And we've got Eight of Wands, even better than the Three of Wands. And this shows that things are on the way to working out in a really positive way. This is very, very fast-moving progress when we get the Eight of Wands. They're flying through the sky. You could almost get knocked out of them. At this point, a lot of the mystery is gone as well. The chances are you're seeing the situation clearly, even if it looks too good to be true. Maybe it's not 100% right if it looks too good to be true, actually, because this is a comfortable situation, really. It's a lot of work, a lot of action, and a lot of change, but it's a fairly comfortable situation. So don't worry too much about the final details. The fine details, I should say. Do keep an eye on life, though, and sort of see what's happening. Be aware of what's going on around you. And I feel this might have something to do with business. It's different strokes for different folks, as always with this reading. Because so many different people watch my readings, which I'm always delighted to note is the case, actually. And it's great to connect with you guys around the world. Right, tell us more, please, about the Eight of Wands in this reading for the sign of Cancer. Tell us more, please, about the Eight of Wands. And we have got Kuan Yin, Care and Compassion. There he is. What a beautiful soul, eh? Remember, right, that we're actually pretty much all the same in spiritual terms. We all actually have a beautiful soul within us that can be as calm and as absolutely loving as Kuan Yin is here. We all really do have that within us, but it gets cloaked. You know, things get in the way of it. I'm lucky that I do these videos and I spend so much of my life in spiritual contemplation. But the cost of that is I have to put up with YouTube, which is a really, really difficult thing to work for. It really can't. It just changes what it wants from you all the time, and you've got to kind of keep on top of it. I'm not very good at that. But actually, just the fact that that hasn't been working out for me is great, really, because it takes all the heat out of it and it takes all the pressure out of it. So the Eight of Wands is very, very fast moving, but it's very, very positive. And listen to the silence behind the noise. Just look at the calm and beauty. And remember that all the good progress that's happening, the abundance that is on its way in, it really is, Cancer, the abundance that is on its way in, I'm not going to say it needs to be tempered with care and compassion, but care and compassion is part of it. So our understanding of all this progress needs to incorporate the understanding that, as it says here, it's important to do what is right for everyone involved. Just looking for the salient point there. But there is Kuan Yin surrounded by lotus flowers, so healing is really, really indicated here. That's a beautiful healing sky as well, isn't it? Look at all those pastel shades of purple. Right, okay, well, there, my friends, I'm going to leave it for this week. It really does look like abundance is coming. So, with the King of Pentacles that we had right at the start of the reading here, do be aware that it's okay to start using the material abundance or any kind of abundance that's built up around you, because it's a cycle and you'll be able to attract more one way or the other. That is pretty much always the way it works. And the other one I'm going to pull out and show yet again is Master Jesus, forgiveness. Yeah, so much has been said about forgiveness. Doesn't really matter what I say about it now. You know what we're about here. Okay, Cancer, thanks very much for watching. Have a fantastic week ahead, or however long it is till the next time I get back here. Have a fantastic time. Anyway, leave me a comment. We'll share the journey. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe and tap the bell if you haven't already. Thanks if you have already. I'll be along soon with yet more. So have a good one. Peace.